Well, you heard it from the PA guy. It's game 3 of the Bolts and Cogs and the Hound Dogs. We have moved over to the Hound Dogs home stadium of the Motor Yard. And Jeff Koppman is going to lead us off here against Mickey Ho. Mickey Ho on the hill for the Hound Dogs as they look for a second consecutive win. Talon Nash out in center field today makes the play. Brings up Doug Bagwell, Douglas Bagenstein, the big lefty bat, hitting .429 in the series. Granted, we're only in game 3 of the series, so there is that. Base hit to center field, and a runner is on. That'll bring up Flick Bean, the big power switch hitter. Massive power in this guy. We're talking like 96 power, I think. Huge. Massive. A definitive problem for Mickey Ho. 1-1. Both of these teams have been pretty privileged to have some fairly decent pitching through games 1 and 2. So it'll be interesting to see if the offenses can kind of really come to life here. Titus Jenkins steps on up. Another big power hitter. The first baseman. Can he go? DPO. 2-0. 2-1. 3-1 to Jenkins. He fouls it off, and we go to a full count. Ho is a K neglector. Also surrounded. He's got double negative traits on him, but, otherwise is a fairly solid pitcher. Decent velocity, decent chunk, pretty good accuracy. Runner is on the move, but this is not I doubt a steal opportunity. This was just a full count thing, and Titus Jenkins goes down looking. So we go to the bottom half of the inning. Kobio, Eric Brzezinski, and Gabe Folk do up. See what Kobe can do. He has struggled, but he gets a base hit here to lead it all off. Hitting just a $111 coming into the game. Eric Brzezinski's also struggled a little bit. He's hitting .222 in the series, 1 home run, 2 RBIs. Guy who is, you've got to consider, a big part of the order, and that's an easy stolen base for Kobe O. Good arm behind the plate, Alex Porchetto. So that's bold. Titus Jenkins makes the play, and it is the first out. Gabe Folk, hitting .250 in the series. Coming up here, facing Anthon Schafer, who's on the hill today for the Bolts and Cogs. And a wild pitch. Surprised Kobio did not go to third there. And another one. Problems. Huge problems from crossed-up pitcher Anthon Schafer. But he does get the strikeout. Does strike out Gabe Folk. Brock Earp. 571 in the series. No home runs or RBIs yet, though. Massive power hitter, though. And he's got a runner on third. 2 down, so he's got to get this in play and get safely on base. 0-2. There's a strikeout for Schafer. So he pitches his way out of a jam. Alex Porchetto, Marshall Colbert, Gigi Tremondo do up here in the top of the second inning.
Number 27, Alex Porchetto.
Alex Porchetto's had a rough day behind the plate. He's already had 3 pitches get away from him. So he's got to do something at the plate if he wants to kind of make up for that, I think. He's got a hard test with Schafer on the hill. 1-2. Ground ball. Brock Earp's got it. Makes the play. Brings up Marshall Colbert, hitting 143 in the series. Mickey Ho doing a good job so far. Just 22 pitches into his outing here. Fly ball to center field. Talon Nash under it.
Now back, the second baseman, number 10.
Brings up G.G. Tremendo. Hitting 200 on the season. See what you can do here. Ball one. Strike one. Just finding the corner there. Smokes one into right field, but Gabe Folk has got it. Makes the play. Christian Axelson, Taylor Andrade, and Talon Nash do it. Interesting to see both the... interesting to see the Hound Dogs utilizing both their catchers today. With Nash playing center field as opposed to being behind the plate. Foul ball. And Axelson puts it in play, but Yates has got it and makes the play. Taylor Andrade had a massive game in Game 2. Is a huge part of why the Hound Dogs even the series up. He had 3 RBIs, including a home run in that game, a number of extra base hits. He's hitting 750. As the crossed up is coming into play here for Schafer, but he gets a strikeout. Talon Nash. Ace Exterminator. Stepping into the plate. Taking a surprising strike one. And strike two. Schafer is getting some calls here. And gets a strikeout. So Anthon Schafer closing the door. Torrey Yates, Schafer, and Jeff Coppin do up. Here in the top of the third. As the Bolts and Cogs trying to get back on the right path here. One and one. 2-1. And a base hit into left or right field, pardon me. Yates is aboard. Brings up the pitcher, Anthon Schafer. He is not much of a hitter. Wouldn't be surprised if we saw a bunt here. Not a great arm behind the plate in the form of Schafer. Oh, not Schafer, Andrade. And indeed, the bunt does get the runner over to second base.
Center fielder, number 8.
Brings up Jeff Coppin with a chance to strike here. He had a home run way back at his first plate appearance of this series, but since that, it's not been amazing. 1-1. 1-2. Ground ball. A diving Axelson makes the play. Tries to make the play third. No! One down. Runners on the corners for Doug Bagwell, the team captain. Oh, captain, my captain. What can you do? That was a silly play by Marshall Colbert, in my opinion. Or pardon me, Eric Brzezinski. Colbert. Colbert's the Bolts and Cogs. Shortstop. 1-1. 1-2. Here comes Mickey Ho. 2-2. Fly ball to center field. Nash will run that down, but that will easily score Yates. And the Bolts and Cogs go up 1-0.
Number 88.
Brings up Flick Bean. Mr. Flick. Strike one. Strike two. Still 0-2 here. And Mickey Ho gets a big strikeout, but the Bolts and Cogs are on the board with a sac fly by Doug Bagwell. Murray Greer, Mickey Ho, and Kobe O do up. See what they can do here. Murray Greer, the old-timer. Stepping in against Anthon Schafer. Ground ball. Yates has got it. And despite Greer's wheels, he is retired. Brings up Mickey Ho. His first at bat. Not a bad hitter. A little bit of contact, a little bit of pop. Nothing too extreme, mind you. 1-1. Base hit through the left side of the infield. So Ho is aboard. Brings up Kobe O. 1 for 1 today with a single and a stolen base. Which is already one of his best starts to the game. He takes strike 1. And that should be a double play ball. Colbert. Tremendo cannot relay in time. So we'll bring up Eric Basinski.
Number 39, Eric Pierzynski.
Schafer's given up 2 hits, 4 strikeouts in 2 2/3 innings. Having a good day. 1-1. Checks on the base runner and is unable to pick him off. Porchetto comes up throwing, and Kobe O has his second stolen base of the day. Ground ball. Colbert, inning over. Tyus Jenkins, Alex Porchetto, and Marshall Colbert due up here in the top of the 4th inning.
The first baseman.
We'll see what they can do against Mickey Ho.
Titus Jenkins.
Mickey Ho, here you go. Ball 1. Strike 1. 2-1 to Jenkins. 2-2. And gets strikeout. K Neglector can be damned. That is strikeout number 3 for Mickey Ho. I think. Nope. Faces off with Alex Porchetto. If you can get past Porchetto, this Bolton Cogs order does not have a lot of ump in that like 6, 7, 8 spots. With of course Torrey Yates and Marshall Colbert. Ground ball to Cobio. He's got it. Speaking of which, that brings up Marshall Colbert hitting 125 so far in the series. Puts it in play. Christian Axelson stuffs it and makes the play. Gabe Folk, Brock Earp, and Axelson due up against Schafer, who's only 31 pitches through 3 innings. Very impressive. Doing a great job. Gabe Folk hitting 222 on the season. Or not season, tournament. That's the word I'm looking for. Base hit up the middle. He'll reach. Game tying run is on for the Hound Dogs. And a pretty good batter to have up at the plate right now, Brock Earp. Hitting 500. One of the heroes of this team. One of the key cogs keeping their offense going, but he's not had an RBI yet. And Anthon Schafer has had something for him. 0-2. Checking on Gabe Folk. And there's a strikeout. That's a big strikeout. Christian Axelson. Hitting 333. Looking to get the job done here. High fly ball. And under that will be Colbert to make the play. Taylor Andrade at the plate. 1 on, 2 outs. It gets away from Porchetto, and over to second goes Gabe Folk. Ground ball. That'll end the inning. So aside from Schafer's tendency to throw some wild pitches that Porchetto's having a real hard time handling, he's been very solid so far. Gigi Tremando, Torrey Yates, and the aforementioned Schafer due up. See what GG can do here. Ball 1. Foul ball. And that might... Nah, Folk's under that. So that might drop in there, but nope.
28.
Brings up Torrey Yates. Third baseman. Fouls it off. Ball one. Round ball to Przinski. He makes the play. Two down for the pitcher, Anthon Schafer. Sack bunt last time up. He'll be swinging this time. Mickey O had a hit, so, Schafer can do the same. He's not much of a worse hitter, but that ground ball to Ho will end the inning. So to the bottom of the fifth we go. Talon Nash, Murray Greer, Mickey Ho. Do you pinch hit for Ho in this situation? He's not super deep in the game. I don't think you need to get rid of him, but the Hound Dogs do trail by 1. Here in the bottom 5. You've got a strong bullpen. You've got some options off the bench. It wouldn't surprise me to see them go somewhere with it. Murray Greer stepping in. The gearbox. Puts it 0-2. And gets the strikeout. Pitcher on pitcher battle. Mickey Ho stepping up to face Anthon Schafer. Ho is 1 for 1 today with a single. Both of them actually having a mojo boost right now, so yeah, you definitely would not take out Ho in that case. But he is mowed down by Schafer on 3 pitches. Jeff Kaufman, Doug Bagwell, and Flick Bean will be the batters here in the top of the 6th. Back to the top of the Bolts and Cog order. It's a dangerous part of the order. They really need to get a lot done with their first 5 hitters. Crap ball to Przinski. And that is the first out. Brings up Doug Bagwell. 1 for 1 today. Single and a sac fly RBI. The lone RBI of the game. High fly ball. But that is going to be much too high and not nearly deep enough. So, Gabe Folk calls for it. That brings us up to Flick Bean, 0 for 2 on the day. 222 batting average. Ball 1. 1-1. 2-1. Still 1-2. Still 1-2. Flick Bean is determined to keep it going here. Ho is up over 70 pitches. But he'll make the play in conjunction with Brock Earp. Kobe O, Eric Przinski, and Gabe Folk. For the 3rd time through the order against Anthon Schafer. See what O can do here. 1 for 2 on the day, but a pair of stolen bases has made him an interesting threat. 1-1. 1-2. Big play by Marshall Colbert to get the out. Brings up Eric Przinski, 0 for 2 today, is the Hound Dog captain. Strike 1. Strike 2. Just missing there on the 3rd pitch. Fouled off. And a base hit. Przinski is aboard. Brings up Gabe Folk. 1 for 2 today. A man who likes to jump on the early pitches. We'll see what he can do. Here against Schafer. That's a very interesting pitch selection. I'll give him that. Oh, whoa. That was tricky. Nice work by Alex Porchetto to almost make that play. Porchetto is struggling with his own mojo, though. Probably questioning his own ability here with how many of these Schafer pitches have gotten away from him. I know it's mostly... It's on Schafer. He's got that crossed up problem, shall we say. 2-2 to Gabe Folk. He fouls it off again. Krasinski is willing to go, but that's a strikeout. Brings up Brock Earp. Game-tying run is on base. Schafer working on a shutout here through 5 2/3. 8 strikeouts to his name. That is insane. He opens up Earp with a strikeout and conduces a ground ball to Gigi Tremendo, or induces, I should say. Titus Jenkins, Alex Porchetto, and Marshall Colbert do up.
Now back, the first baseman.
Combined 0 for 6 in the game.
Titus Jenkins.
See what they can do here. Mickey Ho out for a 7th inning. Probably the end of the road for him, I think. He's got the mojo high, but like that pitch count is building. And Titus Jenkins picks up a base hit.
Now batting.
That'll bring up Alex Porchetto. 0 for 2 on the day. And he'll get a base hit as well. So 2 on, nobody out. Big chance for the Bolts and Cogs to extend the lead. Marshall Colbert at the plate. I would really consider a pinch hitter here, but they will. They're going to let Colbert bat, although it looks like he's trying to throw down a bunt. And he will. And that is a semi-successful bunt. Runner does move to third, but they do retire Porchetto at second. G.G. Tremendo. Step it up. Oh, by the way, is got the surrounded trait. So he is in trouble right now. Still holding a locked-in mojo, though. And GG will send a run home. And he'll score Titus Jenkins. Base hit to center field.
Number 28, Torrey Yates.
Brings up Torrey Yates. I was expecting a pitching change here, but instead, he will face Yates, who has a high fly ball that Murray Greer has at the warning track, and nobody challenges his arm.
Now batting, the pitcher, number 51.
Brings up Anthon Schafer, the pitcher. See what Ho can do here. Ball 1. The AI is, in these elimination series, seems to be very, very willing to go deep with their pitchers. Why did Kobe O even try to go for a tag there? The throw to first was the obvious play. 2-0 for the Bolts and Cogs. Christian Axelson. It's a lead off here. He's got Andrade and Nash after him. Schafer coming out for the 7th inning. He is on 8 Ks through 6, allowing 4 hits. Fly ball into the glove of Jeff Coppin. Brings up Andrade, pardon me. It is the Andrade. It's kind of weird because I think the issue is that Spanish-speaking countries go with the Andrade. And Portuguese-speaking countries, which I am, of course, very familiar with from MMA, go with Andrade. Talon Nash, like Jessica Andrade, the UFC flyweight / strawweight / bantamweight, actually, has fought in 3 different weight classes for the UFC. Not an exception. Oh, Talon Nash gets a hand of that one. And the Hound Dogs suddenly have some life. Solo home run to right field, 396 feet. Excelente! Brings up Murray Greer. We got the pitcher due up next. Oh, Sam Tucker coming in. So pinch hitter in play. The Hound Dogs going to Sam Tucker. His first at bat of the series. Ground ball. Tremendo makes the play. And Tucker hurt himself running down to first base. Mickey Ho has to be done, right? You got to go to the bullpen here.
Number 8, Jeff
Top of the order again for the 4th time around. Jeff Kopman stepping up. And indeed, Zane Bush entering the game, as well as pitcher. And then they admittedly get rid of Zane Bush for Greg Steele. I'm confused. I'm confused what happened there. Did they literally just bring Zane Bush in to take him out? I'm confused. Anyway, Zeke Maddox is on the hill now. 2-2. Gets the strikeout.
Right field, number 18.
Brings up Douglas Bagwell. 1 for 2 on the day. Maddox, by the way, very, very good. Has not been used in either of the games so far. He's got an elite fastball, I do believe. Lots of velocity. 3-pitch guy. Not a lot of movement. Not a lot of movement. But there's a lot of velocity and there's a lot of accuracy. But he goes 3-1. Full count to Bagwell. He is a K collector. High strikeout kind of guy. And he's got it. 1 down. Or 2 down. Brings up Flick Bean 0 for 3 on the day. I'm still very confused what the deal with bringing Zane Bush in was. I still don't get what was going on there. Ball 1. Ball 2. Also a little bit weirded out by Steele not playing center field, because that is his primary position. He's not a left fielder by trade. Cobio makes the play. That'll bring up Maddox as well as Cobio, Eric Rizzi. Also, you were doing a double swap there. Why? Why did you mess this up so that Maddox is batting? Why? The AI fails. Although Maddox is not a bad hitter. Actually got a lot of power for a bullpen pitcher. 0-2 from Schafer, who is into his 8th inning of work. And that should drop. And it will. Base hit for Zeke Maddox. Game tying run on base. Brings up Cobio. Back to the top of the order. 81 pitches for Schafer. Not extreme. But still think that going to the bullpen here would have been the better idea. 1-2 to Cobio. Maddox has surprising speed for a relief pitcher. 2-2. Full count. And that's a base hit, if not more. Flick Bean cuts it off, but not in time. That will be a double for Cobio, and that brings up Eric Krasinski with 2 on, nobody out. Runners on 2nd and 3rd, and there is the pinch in the bullpen move. Cassandra Morneau entering the game. Ground ball. They'll let the run score, so the game is tied. Gabe Folk. Big chance here. Surprising move to go to Morneau. The Bolts and Cogs have better relief pitchers than Morneau, who is just kind of an inning eater, really. Another ground ball makes the job easier, but Brock Earp stepping up, 0 for 3 on the day. But you know what? You would take a 1 for 4 day if you could put your team in the lead. You could be like, you could have a big hit day, or you could go 1 for 4 with a game-winning RBI. You take the game-winning RBI. 1-2. And he strikes out. Well, all of that and Cassandra Morneau delivers. So we go to the top of the 9th, game tied. Titus Jenkins, Alex Porchetto, Marshall Colbert do up against Zeke Maddox of the Hound Dogs. Ball 1. Ground ball. Earp's got it. And the first out is recorded. Brings up Alex Porchetto. 1 for 3 with a single today, hitting .375 for the tournament. Strike 1. Strike 2. There you go. Ring it up.
Batting, this shortstop, number 3.
Brings up Marshall Colbert. He has really struggled. Something like 1 for 10 at the plate. And he'll be pinch hit for by Wade Kruk. Big left-hander. The big man with the big beard. 1-1. 1-2. Strike 3. You are out. Get back to the dugout. We don't need you. We go to the bottom of the 9th. Christian Axelson, Taylor Andrade, Talon Nash to face off with Cassandra Morneau. Axelson 0 for 3 today. Mia Osteroni entering the game to play shortstop. Deep fly ball. Gone. That's the walk-off. Hound Dogs walk it off here today. Christian Axelson strikes. And that's enough to get the Hound Dogs the victory. Wow. They go up 2-1. 8-hit day. They got a run in the 7th, 8th, and 9th inning. They went from 2-0 down to taking the victory here today. Phenomenal work. Not really anyone like particularly big. I mean, solo home runs by Axelson and Nash were huge. Kobe O had a big day with 2 hits and a pair of stolen bases. Brzezinski had an RBI. And on the other side of the ball, just not much working out there for the Bolts and Cogs. No one had a multi-hit day. No one was particularly effective at the plate. They got an excellent start from Anthon Schafer, though. He went 7 innings, giving up 7 hits, 9 strikeouts. It was only very late in the game that he started to have some problems. Cassandra Morneau actually worked a very solid 8th inning in relief, but gives up the game-winning home run. Mickey Ho was solid. Gave up 6 hits over 7 innings. 2 runs given up, 3 strikeouts. And Zeke Maddox gets the win. 4 strikeouts in 2 innings for Maddox. Wow. Getting the job done. 3 stars. I'm going to guess the pitchers, basically. Ho and Schafer basically have to be in there. And then Maddox. So let's have a look. Nope. Talon Nash sneaks in. 1 for 3 with the home run. Nothing for Zeke Maddox, but yeah, Schafer and Mickey Ho getting in there as well. It's been a pitching series. So game 4 will be at the Motor Yard. A big chance to grab a stranglehold for the hometown Hound Dogs, who are now up 2-1 and could make it 3-1. And we'll see what happens then. Next time up, though, we've got game 3 between Ya Boys and blanking on the other team's name. Sky High. Sky High are up 2-0 in that series. We'll see if they can go up 3-0 against Ya Boys next time. That's all for now.